Hey, what's up, guys? I am back here with the red couch, and I laid down all the Blu-rays that I owe, all the Blu-rays, all the movies that I owe that start with the letter C. And as you can tell, it's not a big stack. It's not that much. I do have more, but these are the ones that I do have on in my shelf. So without wasting any more time, let's get to it. And this is the first one I have. Of course, this is Cabin Fever, Patient Zero. This is not the original. The first one was the original Cabin Fever was really really good, directed by Eli Roth. This is like I think this is like the second part, which wasn't that good. It was okay, but it's all right. I mean, it it runs at 95 minutes, and the acting was kind of cheesy, but it's all right. It was all right. It was okay. I'm not gonna bash on it, destroy it. Here goes Camp Nowhere with Christopher Lloyd. This was a really funny movie. When it first came out, it was like an early 1990s type of thing, like probably 94 or something. And yeah, it was all right. I'm a pretty big Christopher Lloyd fan. All his movies, not all his movies, but most of his movies are really good. Then I got here Kristen Stewart in Camp X-Ray. I did see this. This is really it was a good movie. I'm just not a big fan of her acting. She's very blah, very like whatever, and I'm not too sure if that's the role that they wanted her to play, or if that's just her. But most of her movies, she's like very blah, Kristen Stewart. So it's like very, very boring character. But it was a good movie, and it was a pretty good the plot of it was pretty good. Here I got a movie which I thought wasn't gonna be that funny. I thought it was gonna be all right, and of course with the slipcover here, and this is the extended cut of the campaign with Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis. And yeah, it really surprised me. I thought it was really, really, really funny. It had a lot of funny scenes, man. If you haven't seen that one and you're a big fan of Will Ferrell and Zach, I suggest you put that one on. This is not for the weak at hearted. This is a Cannibal Holocaust, a very very gruesome movie. When I first saw this, I really really liked it. This is a special edition. Um, this is released by Grindhouse Releasing, and yeah, it's what can I say about this? This is very very gruesome. If you have the stomach to watch this, you can. If not, I suggest you stay away from it. It says it's the most controversial film ever made, and it has a great soundtrack. And the soundtrack is included in this box set I have here. But this is a really really nice box set. The movie really really captivated me, and I liked it a lot. I mean, next up, I got Carrie. This is the lenticular cover of Carrie, and of course, this is the remake. This is not the original. What can I say? I'm not a big fan of remakes, so but nevertheless, this is it was okay for what it was. Then I got the original here, Carrie. Awesome movie, of course, with the John Travolta's in it and Sissy Spacek. A movie by Brian De Palma. This movie was fucking badass fuck. When it first came out, it was badass, and it's still badass. Still lives up to it. It was really, really good. Then I got Studio Ghibli anime film called Castle in the Sky, and this is from Disney, of course. I do know that Screen Factory, Shop Factory put out the remakes, not remakes, but they re-released them in their own version, which they're a lot nicer. They have slip covers and stuff. But this is pretty cool. This is I've never seen this one. Still sealed. Definitely on my watch list. I got another one here from Stephen King's Cat's Eye. Really pretty good movie here. Of course, it's an adaptation of the novel from Stephen King. And I got Cedars Rapid. Funny movie here. Super awesome edition. I have Central Intelligence with Kevin Hart and The Rock. I refuse to say Dwayne Johnson. I'm such a big wrestling geek. I always call him The Rock. I never say Dwayne Johnson. But anyways, this was a really funny movie. I didn't think it was gonna be that funny, but it was. I liked it. It was funny. Here got The Change Up, of course, with Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman. Funny comedy. Chef with Sofia Vergara and John Favreau. Scarlett Johansson, Oliver Platt. Has a really good very funny. It was funny. I liked it. Have it here. I also have The Child of Satan, horror movie. The original Child's Play on Blu-ray. It's part 1. I like that cover. I don't know why, but I think that cover is pretty cool. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things. Freaking creepy ass zombie movie. Chillerama. It's the ultimate midnight movie. This is one of those anthology movies that has a bunch of movies combined into one. And I got a Steelbook, Chinatown, of course, with Jack Nicholson. This is a pretty cool Steelbook, and it wasn't expensive. It was pretty cheap. Got Bruce Lee and the Chinese Connection. Really fun. This is a Shout Factory release, number 10. Got Chips. Funny movie. Michael Pena and Dax Shepard. That was based on an old TV series. I got Christine, John Carpenter's. I do like this cover a lot. This is a really cool cover. And a really good movie. Very original for its time. John Carpenter is one of my favorite directors of all time. Then I also got the Steelbook. It's exclusive to Best Buy, still wrapped. And the shrink wrap. And I'm probably going to keep it like that. I got Christmas Evil. Horror, Christmas horror. You gotta love Christmas horrors. And I got a Christmas Story, the Steelbook. Pretty cool Steelbook here. This is a classic. If you haven't seen this during Christmas, that's a must watch. Christmas Horror Story, badass. I really enjoyed this. This rates at one of my top horror Christmas films. Very good, very well put together. It's 4 stories that they all combine at the end into one. So yeah, it's like one of those horror anthologies, but in Christmas type. And then I got National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, of course, Chevy Chase. This is the Steelbook edition. I got Chronicle. Decent movie, not so bad. I thought it was gonna suck, but it was okay. This I thought was gonna be badass. Look at that cover, Cinco de Mayo, and it's a slasher video from Olive Films. However, I wasn't a big fan of it. I thought it kind of sucked. And I didn't like it. I do not recommend this. This was a piece of shit. The cover looks awesome. It's pretty creepy and scary, but no, it isn't. It sucks. Then I got the live action Cinderella, Disney. What can I say? I'm not a big fan of Disney or Cinderella, and I actually thought the actress wasn't all that pretty. They could have gotten a better Cinderella. Citizen 4. If you haven't seen this, and you're into like stuff that really happens, yeah, give that a watch. City Lights with Charlie Chaplin, awesome movie. This is the Criterion edition. City of the Dead, of course, Christopher Lee, classic, in black and white. It has a bunch of extra special features, commentary, interviews, and a bunch of stuff new stuff added to it. So, City of the Dead, and you got a Class of Nukem High. Of course, this is a Trauma. You know what you're getting into when you get these movies. Fun, cheesiness. A Clockwork Orange, one of my favorite movies of all time. This is a badass movie. If you've never seen this, I highly recommend this. Probably the best movie I have in the seas. It's fucking awesome. And I got Cloud Atlas, of course, with Halle Berry and Tom Hanks. This was surprisingly a really, really good film. I didn't think it was going to be this good. It's packed with extra features and released by the big boy here, Warner Brothers. And yeah, really good movie, Cloud Atlas. I liked it. Here I got Clown. This is some fucked up story about this guy that can't take off his clown mask. And he goes crazy and starts killing a bunch of people and shit. It was alright. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that scary, but it wasn't bad. The Cobbler with Adam Sandler. One of his crappy movies. Wasn't a fan of it. It was alright. It was okay. Cocaine Cowboys Reloaded on Blu-ray. Magnet release. And this is during the 80s in Miami, the Colombian cartel coming to Miami, Florida, and fucking shit up and getting everybody addicted to coke and making the big bucks. And yeah, it's a documentary. This is the second part, Cocaine Cowboys. This is Cocaine Cowboys Reloaded, so it's the second part. Here I got Code of Silence with the great Chuck Norris, fucking badass. One of my favorite movies. Well, he came up with a series of a bunch of badass movies in the 80s. And this is one of them, Code of Silence, really good. If you're into 80s cheese. And I got Colossal. This is a lenticular cover. And this is a really good movie. I really enjoyed this movie. It was really, really fun. And you have to get it. Like, it's not really what's going on. It's something that you need to understand. It has like a different message in the movie, but it was really, really good. Yeah, I got Eddie Murphy, classic, Coming to America. You need to watch this if you've never seen this. Very, very funny. One of Eddie Murphy's best movies. Here I got Arnold Schwarzenegger and Commando. This is the Steelbook. This is the director's cut. Like, what a badass. Really fucking awesome movie. If you've never seen Commando, it's a must. 80s cheese. Conan the Barbarian, but this is the newer one, the remake, the 2011 with Jason Momoa. Pretty good movie. Can't beat the originals with Arnold Schwarzenegger though. Here I got The Condemned, another horror movie. Not so bad. It looks worse than what it is. It's not so bad. It didn't scare the bejesus out of me, that's for sure. Alright, Confessions of a Murder, fucking badass movie. If you've never seen this, I highly recommend this. This is one of those Japanese movies that you gotta put the subtitles because it's in Japanese, or well, it's Korean. So, but yeah, it's totally worth it. Put the subtitles, read the damn movie. It's really, really good if you haven't seen it. The Conjuring, lenticular cover, badass movie. Scary as shit. If you haven't seen this movie, you have to watch it. You're wasting your time watching other crappy scary movies. This is the movie to watch. This will scare the shit out of you. The Conjuring, a badass fucking movie. Got Conjuring 2. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still pretty scary. But definitely part 1 was amazing. I highly recommend the first Conjuring. Consenting Adults. A friend of mine at work recommended me to buy this movie, and I did see it, and it was really, really good. I thank him for it because he knows I like watching really good movies. That was a really good one. Contagion. It's alright. It's okay. It is what it is. It's another movie I have in my collection. Cool Hand Luke, badass movie. If you've never seen this, fucking awesome. This is probably what defined Paul Newman as a stud muffin in the world of Hollywood. Really, really good movie. Old as shit, but totally worth watching. It runs over 2 hours, and it's from 1967. But definitely, Cool Hand Luke. If you've never seen it, it's a classic. You have to watch it. We got the Cooties with Elijah Wood. Funny. It was funny. It was alright. It was entertaining. Cop Car, Kevin Bacon. Highly recommend this. If you haven't seen this, give it a watch. I didn't think it was going to be this awesome. Fucking badass movie. Cop Car. Surprised me. Here you got Copland with Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, Harvey Keitel, and Stallone. Really good movie. At the time it came out, I was expecting some non-stop action because of Sylvester Stallone, but don't think it's like non-stop action kind of movie. It's an action drama film, and it's slow. It's kind of like a slow burn, but for sure, it's okay. It's not bad. Couples Retreat, very entertaining. Has a couple of funny parts. Nothing to die for. It's not hilarious, but it was okay. Cowboys and Alien. Harrison Ford and this guy Daniel Craig. It was alright. Entertaining. Cure for Wellness. Badass movie. If you've never seen this, I highly recommend this. Really well made movie. And here it has deleted scenes and the score. It has a couple of special features. Not too crazy on special features, but this is the Blu-ray DVD digital copy. Really good movie. A Cure for Wellness. Creed. I thought this shit was gonna blow. I thought it was gonna suck, but on the contrary, it was really good. It was fun, entertaining, and it's full of nostalgia. If you're a Rocky fan. Here I got The Croods. Cool movie. Not gonna bash on it. I'm not gonna say it sucks. It's alright. It has very good animation. You know, DreamWorks always does a really good job. What I like about DreamWorks is that they actually bring their Blu-ray prices down. Unlike Disney. Disney's always $24, $30. Like, their Blu-rays never go down. But DreamWorks, yeah, I think I picked this up for like $10. So yeah, The Croods. Crooked Arrows, never seen it. Still in the wrap. Got it for $3 at Big Lots. Duh. Anyways, yeah, so Crooked Arrows, never seen it. It's part of my collection. One of my favorite movies of all time, Brandon Lee and The Crow. This movie, it means a lot to me because while I was growing up, everybody was into dressing up like him, and you know, listening to all his music. The soundtrack was amazing. It was a real awesome movie for that time. It came out in '94. Really highly enjoyed it. Everybody in my school was into it. You know, it means a lot. This movie was really good. The Crow. Then I got Criminal, and yeah, it's alright. It has Wonder Woman in it, so yeah, has to be good. She's all they need. Then you got Cruel World. It's a pretty cool movie. This isn't too bad with Edward Furlong, and Jamie Presley's in it too. So it's about you know, this guy Edward Furlong trying to make a reality show from his mansion, from his house, and a bunch of shit goes wrong, and you know, it's pretty interesting. It has a pretty cool concept, different. And the last one for the C's is Curtains, and this is one of those horror movies. Of course, released by Synapses, one of my favorite companies, and it was pretty freaky. It was pretty scary. It's from 1983, so it's like the 80s slasher type of thing. Definitely give this one a watch if you're into 80s horror movies. It's pretty cool. Anyways, that wraps it up for my C's. All my Blu-rays that are lettered C are here, and I have some more, but they're just not on my shelf. These are the ones that I have in my shelf currently. So I hope you guys like my video here. And next up, is the letter D. So I will be making those videos up, the DVD and the Blu-rays, coming up pretty soon. Hope you guys like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.